Why would anyone in this universe be surprised that they lost? It's like GTA characters being surprised when the police show up. That's like the henchmen in the Arkham games thinking they can take down Batman in a fist fight when 3 punches is enough to knock them out. Picks up a random child. Is this supposed to be some kind of weird symbolism? Everyone being quiet so they can talk feels pretty unrealistic.
A deal's a deal. You won my car, and you earn my respect.
Keep your car. Your respect is good enough for me.
I'll admit, that's a tasteful Brian reference. It's not too on the nose.
Your cousin, sorry about your car. Yours was too slow for a Toretto anyway.
Your Impala? Are you serious?
With the money he has, he probably already has a ton more, or he can get a ton more. Or maybe he only buys cars as he needs them. You know, after he gives them away, or gets them impounded, or has a building or a mountain fall on them somehow. Not that that's ever stopped his Charger before. 11 minutes in, and we finally get a title screen. That's interesting. I almost forgot which movie I was watching. That's an unusually lavish room, like even for these characters.
I think this place makes you happy. It's like it speaks to you.
Dom can hear voices? What are they saying?
Let me kill you.
And I couldn't help but to imagine what you'd be like if you were a dad. No, I'm not pregnant.
I mean, this is probably TMI, but honestly, with how much screwing they've probably been doing lately, it's surprised she isn't already. He was with that Brazilian chick for a pretty short amount of time, and we all know how that turned out.
Is that what you want?
It's not about what I want or what you want. It's about why we haven't asked the question.
What? Does she want kids or not? Sounds a lot like me trying to burn out the starter on my first car. And also, listen to me closely, Kings. There's nothing more romantic than a bit of bread and a rose. Though, more importantly, I guess as long as she appreciates the gesture. She doesn't strike me as the extravagant type anyways.
What?
Need a hand?
Yeah, I think I do.
Sounds like you're not getting any fuel.
The more obscure the cars used in these movies become, the less I feel like a real car guy. Because I honestly can't tell what type of truck that is. A lot of you are going to be like, obscure? That's a Range Rover 110 Defender Deluxe. How dare you not know what that is?
How's that honeymoon going, Dom?
Excuse me? What was the point of this whole ruse? Luring him in felt kind of unnecessary. With that payoff.
I love to play games, beating the best of them. I'm kind of in a rush, so if you've got something to say to me.
Oh, this is a...
He's in a hurry? And he's on a honeymoon? Did they remarry? I'm confused.
This is fate.
I choose to make my own fate.
Not today.
I don't think you can call a fake chance meeting fate if this was all planned and premeditated. Well, planned and premeditated being the same thing. You know what I mean.
Is this the road you take to your apartment every morning? What else is different, Dom? Santiago's closed. Did you have to cross 2 blocks to go get your Cuban coffees? What is it, black? No sugar?
Stalker vibes.
I put a lot of work into getting me here today.
Oh, I see. So she's Sosuke Aizen. His whole life was her plan. And if you're new to the channel, the only reason why I'm making a random Bleach reference is because I made a few in the past, and then it kind of paid off last time, randomly, when Rukia's voice actress was in the last film.
Police are engaged in a high-speed pursuit.
Holy shit! That's the voice actress for Rukia Kuchiki.
Breaking news out of Los Angeles.
I wiped out her memory of the night's events
Tonight, and what can only be described as
so tomorrow we'll find out what she thinks happened.
vehicular warfare. Police are engaged.
Rukia Kuchiki is in the Fast and the F***ing Furious. That's so cool.
We're gonna have this conversation one way or the other. You see, that's the funny thing about fate. It's cunning. It can bring you beautiful things, and it can also bring you moments like this.
You keep saying the word fate. I do not think it means what you think it means. An iPhone without a case? I mean, that's more risky than visiting a brothel without protection, or going into the McDonald's Playhouse without all your vaccinations.
You see, your team is about to go up against the only thing they can't handle.
What's that?
You.
Very ominous. But hey, free phone. I mean, in this economy, useless geographic title text.
So we want to engage with maximum speed. Neutralize the shooter. There's two things I want you to keep in mind. Number one, the most fearsome warriors on the planet. And everyone, and I mean everyone, Manny's and Petty's at the mall later on today.
This implies he gives these kinds of morale speeches to his professional colleagues all the time. But I'm not sure we've ever actually seen him do a speech like this anywhere else. Namely, with the Toretto team, family, crew. Yeah.
Gumo! Yeah.
I don't know what to comment on first. His face, the chanting, or the fact that this is probably going to ruin soccer for every team that his team goes against.
I don't want to play anymore.
I'm surprised she's the only one who feels that way, but can't blame her.
Quite the cheering section.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's moms that come out to support the kids.
Except there seem to be more moms than kids.
Yeah.
That's actually really creepy.
That Damocles 7 EMP weapon that went missing in the Gulf, this thing can wipe out an entire electrical grid in a major city. No lights, no power, instant Stone Age.
This feels like a conversation that could have been saved for somewhere else less out in the open.
If the pink butterflies beat my red dragons, that means we lose the championship. Which means I have 20 little girls who are crying, and that's not a good thing. Which then means I have to spend a lot of time in ice cream shops and a lot of time at Tay-Tay concerts.
Tay-Tay.
Taylor Swift.
We are only 18 minutes into this movie.
The U.S. government cannot sanction this operation. This thing goes sideways. You don't just get burned. You go to prison. And there's nothing we can do to get you out.
This guy would be a terrible salesman.
So if you don't shut up with this government bullshit right now and start showing some team spirit and respect for the Red Dragons, I'm gonna have all 20 of them line up and kick you right in the tay-tay.
Threatening government employees. Honestly, it probably doesn't happen as often as it should.
That is my daughter right there, yes. Yes, come here.
Not that it matters, but where's the mom? Like, these movies are all about underdeveloped backstories.
Now you're gonna need to get a team you can trust.
Oh, I already got one.
A group of ragtag street racers with no military training whatsoever. At all. Ugh. That phone case had a cutout for the Apple logo. I mean, that's either specially designed for product placement in this movie, or that case is made by and for the vainest people in the universe.
Hey, Dom.
Hey, Hobbs.
I got a job in Berlin, and I need a favor, brother.
No problem. I'll grab the team and meet you in Berlin.
Thanks, man. I'll see you soon.
Is this a regular thing for them? Interesting. So we're joining the heist in medias res. Is that the right term? Did I even say it right? That's a lot of challengers, which is pretty uninteresting. But I'm going to be honest, if they start using the new Charger with the straight 6, or worse still, the EV version of it, that's just going to be embarrassing. I mean, I love that people are trying to say that a straight 6 Charger is acceptable, when anyone who likes muscle cars and has any sense of style, taste, or just an ounce of self-respect in their soul, they wouldn't even dare spit in the same direction as one of those awful cars.
These guys are taking this personal. Woman, we just blew up their facility and stole their EMP.
Well, depending on how many of them died, I mean, I'd probably take it pretty personally if I was one of them. Might have killed one of my friends. Or one of my enemies that I wanted to kill. It is the workplace, after all.
Phase 2.
Phase 2? So you just gonna keep that to yourself? What happened to phase 1?
Rome does have a point, assuming these fools even did have a plan.
Bombs away. Split now.
I think a little bit more warning was necessary. I swear for a second there I thought I heard a bowling pin sound. Really? A literal emoji on the wrecking ball? Why didn't they just paint Miley Cyrus's face on it, for Christ's sake? I guess it wouldn't have made a whole lot of sense in universe, because for all we know, she could end up getting casted into one of the future movies as, like, the villain, or a mechanic, or something.
You good?
Making eye contact at high speeds. We've established that that's bullshit. Pretty much always.
I'll see you when it's done.
She's more concerned than she should realistically be. That was easy.
I don't know what you're doing, but you better think about this, Toretto. It ain't too late to stop this.
With as smart as Hobbs allegedly is, I feel like his first assumption right away would be that Dom is being blackmailed or something. Legitimately, I think Hobbs is supposed to be that smart as the kind of super soldier agent person. Like, he knows Dom can't be bought. He isn't a thrill seeker, and he isn't the sort of person that would betray anyone. And he isn't the sort of person that would betray the people he cares about.
That some just crossed us. Dom took the EMP. Bullshit. Dominic Toretto just went rogue.
That some. Also, fair enough that they wouldn't believe him, but like, not like Hobbs isn't a credible person. Excuse me, 200 miles an hour? Owen Shaw, eat your heart out. But also, again, original film's my left testicle. That's also a much better depiction of how long a runway is.
Alright, I got his phone records, y'all. It's a whole bunch of calls to untraceable numbers. They got some sort of micro router to bury the signal path, which means Dom is clearly communicating with somebody that's above our pay grade.
Is there even such thing as above your pay grade, sir? Is that whole charger she's sitting on carbon fiber?